Hello, Mr. Ross Lamond.
Hello, Nick. How are you?
I've been wanting to say this for a long time, but you've got wood, right? Quite a lot of it.
Like everybody else, mate. Like everybody else.
I'm not the first, you mean?
No.
Oh.
Seemingly everybody wants to stroke my wood.
So you make beautiful kind of bespoke cases, right?
Yes.
With some really exotic woods.
For my sins, exotic woods, my love and passion. Walnut, Wenge, Zebrano, Spalty Beech, and then on the other end, to bring in a little bit of affordability, then my nice plywood DIY cases.
So are these birch ply?
Yeah, 9mm birch ply. I can't remember what grade they are within that level, but it's definitely good enough.
Is that a kit form there?
Yeah. So the kits come in 6U, 12U, and 12U, but within airline tolerances for carry-on, and it allows you to have a 40mm patch space top and bottom, and you have 70mm for modules and busboards, so it's easy to take on the airplane. They can't pull you up on it, and obviously it's just weight is the issue that you have to deal with.
I actually used to work for a hardwood furniture maker when I was a kid, so I know a little bit about wood, but
yeah, well, I
don't recognise all of these. What's this guy? Is this elm?
No, that's Wenge.
Wenge, okay.
But it's spelled W-E-N-G-E. It's like a Central African very hardwood.
What's that, oiled or stoned?
Yeah, it's tongue oil. So if anybody ever buys a case off me, I have to make sure that I ask them if they're allergic to nuts, because it's the tongue nut, which is a little small thing, but you can't go around killing your customers. It's not good for trade.
Oh, you don't. And,
you know.
And I've seen various kind of posts that you also do kind of like bespoke custom cases for various sort of big names you've got. Large.
Yeah. I've got a few people that. I mean, obviously, I love making the one-offs and then obviously a lot of the Matthew Goik cases, because that's how I started this all, because of my friend Matthew Goik and his fantastic designs. And then it just mushroomed from there, and then, I know Lester Barnes won't mind me mentioning his name, but I made these 2062 HP cases, which was the massive 9-row curved things. He now has 3 of them.
Wow.
So,
okay.
So he's and there's I don't like saying names, but I've made some stuff for people that are big in the industry.
Well, I guess, the thing is if you've got a good eye for the right cuts of wood, just the way that grain continues across.
But it's on all sides, because what I do is I actually make the frame on the outside first, and then I route in the lid, glue it all clamped together, makes it obviously nice and square, but then I cut it all the way around and then sand so everything matches, no matter what side you go to. And it's just a little detail that, because obviously, and as I think everybody knows, my cases aren't cheap, but I try and go that little bit extra to make sure that it's yours. It's not.
Yeah, it's handmade.
It's not. How did I explain it yesterday? I don't want you to buy it from me. I want us to have a relationship, and then when you get it, it's the last thing you sell if you ever have to flip gear.
Right. Yeah, that's the bit you want to
sort of way I think about it. And obviously, I do really stupid things like have one piece of wood as a lid, which has a little bit of natural rawness to it. But to get that piece of wood, I've had to cut up a 400mm. So
yeah, because I know in table design you kind of alternate the grain direction and biscuit them together.
Yeah, whereas I'm really stupid and I go for one full piece. But it does take me quite a bit of time to, it all starts at 27mm thick. So I take a little bit off, let it settle, because it sometimes moves, take a little bit off until it stops.
Right, so you make sure it's all fully seasoned and won't warp anymore.
And all the woods I deal with are kiln dried, so they're already down to, say, 12% moisture.
Right, so they're not going anywhere, basically?
No, not really.
Because I guess that what you're putting in them can generate a lot of heat, right?
Yeah, well, sometimes. Normally I put holes in the cases for heat, but there's a little gap at the top. But the amount of heat that a modular system, it wouldn't affect the woods.
Not that hot.
But it's more the fact that when you take layers off the wood, it releases the tension. So if you just do it and put it on, and it still wants to move, it'll start to bowl within the case and then pull things.
Right.
So I spend a lot of time making sure everything's flat.
So do you select the wood first and wait for a client, or do you?
Yeah, no. So when people have gas for toys, I have gas for wood. I have about 4 cubic meters in stock at the moment. So a cubic meter is that, but I have about 4.
So have you got the tools to actually cut them down to, machine
No,
them down?
no, you need a big massive saw that's about 4 inches wide in a sawmill. But I bought a lot of wood quite a while ago from a company that went bust, and just keep it stored. So then what I can do is I do go into my garage and I go, right, I want to make this case today. So I'll go and flip the bits of wood over and I went, oh, I like that bit. And I have a chainsaw, cut the bits off, put it in the car, I take it up and then process it.
Get it planed. PAR, I think they call it in the trade.
Planed all round, isn't it?
Planed all round, that's right.
That's too expensive to buy, mate. Far too expensive. I looked at that. I have raw.
But
so
presumably, do you plane finish it yourself?
Oh yeah, everything from start to finish. Comes as a tree and comes out like that.
Wow, okay. So what was the thing? So these kits, I mean, obviously this is a lower end of the market, right? So
well, when you have all the threads on Muffwigger and on Facebook now, there's a lot of groups, and everybody's always going on about cost, because it is a very expensive hobby, or a career for some people. So I didn't want to make a cheap case. I wanted to make an affordable case that would stay together. But you can make yourself, have a bit of ownership to it, so it's yours. You've not just bought it, it's actually yours. And then you can also dye it, paint it, design it how you want. And because it's not stupidly expensive, if you knock it, you can just sand it and redo it again.
But you've got the chunky hardware. I mean, these hinges.
Yeah,
these
are ones that are sort of like can be an extra. I had these powder coated. These were supposed to go in this case, but I didn't get my template to route out the. See how it sits up. So,
so you get
so I want to route it out and then it comes off, or it can sit up. So, but all the hardware for the case comes from a company called Pen Elcom, which are a really good quality company. Nice handle. It comes with a video as well.
Oh yeah, so this is you in your workshop, right?
So Matthew and Ben from Modular Podcast. Well, they came down with all their gear and took a video of me so I could explain it to everybody. Take your time, put it this way, and then there's no issues. Nobody needs my help after because they've actually taken the time.
Yeah, no, that will make a difference, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I've sold a few of them now, and people love them.
And what would a kit this size cost?
Well, the kit for the 6U is 180 plus VAT. They'll be getting sold in thonk.co.uk after this, and then the 12U's 280. Right. And it doesn't matter if you have the deeper one or the narrow one, they're the same price, because I'd feel a bit cheeky adding extra money on just because I've put another 40 mil.
So they come with rails, but what about power? Do you supply power?
Yeah, well, I supply power with all my cases, but for the purposes of this week, I just want to show off my work. But I put tip-top PSU 3s, whatever the customer has maybe seen as well. I work with them, but the power for something like that, you have something like a 4MS roll 40, I think with bus bars about 180 quid. So 180 quid and 100, so for say 360,
you've got your case. Or
add that, so for say about 420, you've got a full 6U, fully powered, decent power, but then you can decorate it or fix it up how you want, not what I sell to you. Yeah. So it's just about choice, really.
Excellent, thank you very much. Where can people get to your... Oh no, there we go.
Yeah, well, the website's about out of date, because I think if anybody knows me, I'm more of a personable person. I like the chats.
You're not the IT guy, right?
No, I mean, listen, I had to get somebody to put the computer on for me this morning just to put the video. Give me a bit of wood, I seem to be okay, but I don't like emails. I can't even get emails right. So...
Unless, of course, they're sales related, of course.
Yeah, but I still get my missus to sort me out.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Ross.
No, pleasure. Pleasure speaking to you.